All right, let's do another hand. 9, 8, 7, and down card. So now here we have 16. The dealer has 8. 16s are tricky. You're pretty close to 21, but you still don't have a very good hand. Now, the dealer has an 8, so that's what we're playing off of. So the book says take a hit. So we're going to hit as a player. Ooh, we got a 3. We got very lucky. So we have 19. Dealer will then go to play. They reveal a 5. They now have 13. So they are below 17 and will take a hit. They now have 8 plus 5 is 13 plus 6 is 19, which is above 17, so they will stay. 19 and 19 also is a push, so it's going to be a push. Nobody wins, nobody loses. And these cards are completely random. I have not pre-shuffled these or arranged them. Now, when I make these decisions, they're not based on what I feel like is a good idea, what the dealer has. These are all derived from a table of blackjack called Basic Strategy. Now, to avoid copyright, I won't post one, but if you just do a quick Google search of Basic Strategy Blackjack or even just Basic Strategy, there are a limitless number of tables on Google, on images, everywhere online, and they're all pretty much the same. And each chart will have a lineup where you compare your hand versus the dealer's card, and it will tell you the exact move to do. So you want to look this up, study it, play a lot of hands yourself with this table to learn the system. Another safe way to kind of gauge what to do is assume that the dealer has a face card. So here, I've got 14, which is a pretty crappy hand. Dealer's got a 10. If I assume he has a 10 right here, that means he's going to have 20, which is going to beat my 14. So I'm going to take a hit. Face card. I bust. So now cards are collected. I lose my bet. Play proceeds on to the next player. When the last player plays, the dealer then goes, will reveal his card to a 7. So it wasn't a face card, but he has 17, which still would have beat my 14. So now dealer collects all the other players' cards and pays them out, then play resumes. So the best way to study for this is to check out the table and play a lot of practice hands to get an idea of what works. We're going to do this right here. Alright, so dealer's an ace, and they check for blackjack to make sure. And I have an 11. For example's sake, I'm going to switch out this ace and make it a 5. So we have 11 versus 5. Now 5 is what's known as a bust card. This is very good for us when we see a 5 up. This is a heightened chance for the dealer is going to bust. So that means we have a pretty good chance of winning. So if you have anything above 11 versus a bust card, then you do not want to take a card. Because if you bust and the dealer busts, you threw away a winning hand. So if you have anything under 12, which is 11 or under, then you are unable to bust, then go ahead and take a hit and try to get a good hand. Now I have 11, which is just one face card away from a 21, which is almost an unbeatable hand. You can push, but you can't lose. So I've got really good odds here. I've got a great hand possibility and I'm up against a bust card. So what here can call for is a double down. A double down is where I double my bet. So say I bet $10 again. I'll put another $10 out to have $20 and I will receive one more card. On double downs, you cannot take any additional cards after that card. You can't hit and then hit again. So double down to get one card. So I'll double down here. I will get one card and it's laid like that to signify that my turn is done. So now I have 17, which is not a very good hand, but I have more money out there and I hope that he busts. So we'll reveal his card now. It is a 5. That's bad news because the dealer has 10 now and has a setup to have 20. So dealer has 10, less than 17. They're going to take a hit. Another 5. Now the dealer has 15, which is very good for us because now they're really close to 17. meaning they still have to take a hit, but they're close to busting as well. A lot of cards are going to bust them. So, dealer has 15, taking a hit, face card, 25. That means they bust, and I win my total bet. So I had two $10 stacks, so now I get paid $20 additionally. So you double downs can work in your favor if you have a good setup hand, which is 9, 10, and 11, or if the dealer has a bust card, which is commonly referred to as a 3, 4, 5, or 6, because more cards will bust the dealer. Alright, let's use this same hand. I want to kind of shuffle the cards around and use an example. I want to show you guys how to split. Alright, so now we've got our hand set up here. We've got 2 8s, which is 16. And now, as we know, 16 is a terrible, terrible hand because a lot of cards are going to bust us, but our hand's still really weak. Dealer's got a 6, which is good because that's a bust card, so they're probably going to bust. Now, I want to introduce a new play called the split. A split is where you split your hands into 2 separate hands, like this. You also increase your bet, so if I had $10 on this one, and I split, I would add $10 to this one as well. So I'd have 10 here and 10 here. So my bet doubles. Now first, we go to this hand, I would hit here, 11. Now here's an interesting play. Again, this isn't pre-arranged, this is random, so this is good. So I have 11 here. 11 also is a good setup for a perfect hand. Also against a bust card. So I'm going to double down on this hand. So I'll have a total of $20 right here on this one. Get one more card. Ooh, 2. So 13. That hand's done. Not very good, but I got more money out betting on this 6 to bust. This 8 will get its card now. 4. So 4 and 8 is 12. Now if I take a card and it's a face card, I'm going to bust. I'll have 22. Now since the dealer is probably going to bust with a 6, I don't want to take that chance. I want to let the dealer bust. So I'll waive that one off. So I've got $10 here and $20 here. $30 total on the table. So we'll reveal his card here is a 8, which is a 14 total, which is great for us because he's probably going to bust. But we'll see. Dealer takes a hit. 2. A 2 makes that 16, which is even better for us because we're even closer to busting. Take another card. It is an ace. Now an ace is a 1 or 11. If it was 11, the dealer would bust. So they don't do that. The ace gives them a 1, which makes it 17. It's a hard 17. So dealer has 17 and stays. So I lose everything. So that's a bad hand. But we did everything by the book, by the best odds. And that just happens sometimes. Sometimes you just lose when you play perfectly and have good options. Alright, so that basically covers some of our common moves: double down, splitting, hitting, and standing in insurance.